Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to take you thrifting or digging with me at the Goodwill outlet bins. And at the end of the video, we'll come back here and I'll show you what I brought home and how I'm using some of my items. Here we go. I love to go thrifting at the Goodwill outlet bins because you just never know what kind of treasures you're going to find. If you're not familiar, at the bins, you basically dig through these big bins of stuff. Nothing super organized. They do have separated bins for books and electronics, hard goods, and clothing. And everything you purchase is weighed by the pound, so you pay a per pound price, unless at my Goodwill outlet, you pay by the inch on books and by the item on electronics and also on glass. I mostly go thrifting for myself. I am a collector of different vintage items. I also love to use thrift decor in my home. But at the bins, I find things both for myself and also for my little vintage booth. I have a booth at a vintage shop at a town nearby, and I like to get things at the bins for my booth because it's just so cheap. I have sold a decent amount of vintage crafting supplies at my booth. That's why I was looking at these rolls of ribbon. I also love to craft, especially for the holidays. That's why I was looking at these candles. And so whenever I go to the bins, I'm always looking for things that I can do thrift flips on or just crafting supplies for myself. I do have a DIY channel called Nicole Northgarden DIY. My husband has a comic book collecting channel called North Garden Comics, and I always look for comic book related superhero items in the bins for him, just for his little collectible shelves. I have been keeping an eye out at the bins for vintage dolls because those seem to sell pretty well at the Pink Elephant. I do really like Raggedy Ann, but this one was kind of dirty, and they're not that rare. Like, I find Raggedy Ann dolls at the bins pretty frequently, so I can be choosy about which ones I bring home. I love to find vintage cookbooks and vintage ephemera at the bins. Unfortunately, a lot of times I think when families donate items from their loved ones who pass, they don't necessarily go through things. So in this box in particular, I kind of felt like I was looking through someone's dresser drawer. It was, I don't know, just a little sad. I was looking for vintage cards, but you'll see at the bottom of this box, there were just some more personal items. I don't know. It was just sad. And you can see here was the list of thank you cards. So this person was very good about writing thank you cards for Christmas presents. So sweet. This was a nice pottery mug, but It didn't have anything very interesting on the front of it. It said like MSP commercial, which I don't know. I have no idea what that is. So really not something I wanted to have, but it was a nice piece of pottery. Here are some vintage dishes. I thought they were really pretty with the blue flowers on them. And here is a miss for the day. You see that Pillsbury Doughboy in the back there? Pillsbury stuff sells very well around here. It originated from Minnesota, so that was definitely a miss on my part. Another thrifter's regret. I did not pick up any of these wreaths. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't. Maybe I was scared off by all the snow because like I don't want my house filled with all that fakey flaky snow, but this one didn't have too much stuff on it, so I really can't explain why I didn't pick these up. And here was a surprising find. Just sitting there, a little jug. I really like these stoneware crock jug things. I think they're pretty neat. So I was excited about this. This is a rug hooking needle. I don't do rug hooking. I know this is probably worth a bit of money. I also don't sell online because I really don't enjoy selling online. I have done it before. So had I been an online seller, I might have picked this up. But since I'm not, I left it behind. Hello, you all. I hope you're doing well. Wasn't a super great day at the bins. You can tell by the footage, but I found some things. And I wanted to, sometimes I'm like, well, is it even worth putting up the dig with me footage? But, I want you to know that, it's not always great at the bins, and it helps that it's not that far from me. So if you're planning to make a trip from a long way away, you might hit it on a bad day. So I just kind of wanted to keep that perspective there, that not every day that I go to bins is a great day. Anyway, I do have a friend, Clay Ramage. He goes more often, and so he finds more stuff. Me, it's much more hit or miss because I don't go very often. So let's go ahead and see what I brought home. I got some bigger things, so I'll just get those out of the way. I did grab the watering can. My watering can no longer has this piece, so I'm really happy to have a watering can with the little sprinkler thing on it again. So this won't be super useful until next spring, but I was really glad to get it. And really, I probably paid, it's very lightweight, so maybe 50 cents. So not bad. And I think, did I say this? My total was $12. So, okay. And then another big thing that I got, I just picked up wrapping paper. So my hubby loves shiny wrapping paper at Christmas time. And this one, you can see it's from Target originally, but it has some of the foil papers. So he's really excited about that. He likes shiny things. So that was a good find. And then some other bigger things. I did pick up the 2 jack-o'-lanterns. And I actually saw on Pinterest, I think it was, someone painted one of these white, and it just made it really cute. So I might try doing that. It was on a little bit of a scary one. They painted it white and put a cute cream, witch looking hat on it. And it was just so cute and country looking after they did that. So I think I'm going to try that with this one. And I don't know, I haven't decided. Maybe I'll stick him in the shop because I have plenty of these for myself, or maybe I'll plug it in somewhere. I really haven't decided yet, but they're only 49, I think it's 49 cents. Someone told me that the prices have gone up, but to be honest with you, I didn't really look. I'm pretty sure these were 49 cents a piece still. So anyway, I have to look better at the prices next time. Either way, I didn't pay very much. So those were 2 of the bigger items. Okay. And let's see, what else? Let me sip my coffee. I'm drinking coffee from my Fox mug. This is my favorite mug right now. I've mentioned that. It's from my fall coffee bar video, but I just really like that mug. All right, let's go to some of the books. I found some good vintage books, and most of these are for the shop. So I got this. It's called The Complete Book of Mexican Cooking. And it's by Elizabeth Lambert Ortiz. And I think it's from the 70s. Yeah, well, it was given to someone in 1972. So that's the inscription. But let's see when it was published. Published 1967. So that was cool. I've sold some Mexican-themed pottery. I've sold Mexican-themed aprons. So there's definitely a market for that at the Pink Elephant. So that's why I'm going to put that there. And then I picked up some good kids books, which my partner at the bins, Clay, who I already mentioned, he said he sells a lot of vintage kids books. So I thought, these are really cute ones. So let's talk about being selfish. These must have come from a classroom or something. I don't know. And this one says, you're all right. And then this one says, surviving fights with your brothers and sisters. And then this one's really cute. Nose and Toes, an up and down and in and out book by Richard Hefter. This one is, let's see, 1974. These probably are familiar because they're probably from when I was a kid, you know. So I got those for the shop. I also got this classic for the shop. This I definitely had in elementary school. All the kids would want to read it in the classroom, and it was like we always fought over who got to read this during book time. A Light in the Attic. This is such a cute inscription. Well, first of all, let's see. Published in 1981, and this says, oh, funny. I didn't even see this. It says Nicole. So it was given to someone named Nicole on May 25th, 1986. It says, it is obvious that we share a love of poetry. I only hope that our love of life does not end here. Love, your friend, Mom. That is so cute. And so funny that it has my name in it. Not from my mom. But I think that's really cute. So that is cool. Okay. Then I did also pick up, oh, this one I love. Okay, picked up this. I'm keeping this one, How to Mold Fancy Candy and Sugar. I thought that was cute. And you know, I love vintage cooking and vintage cookbooks. And then this one I definitely had as a kid, Richard Scarry's Please and Thank You book. And let's see, 1973. Oh my goodness, this really brings me back. This one I might keep in my vintage kids book collection, which is right above my desk here. So I'm going to put that up on my shelf, I think. Okay, so those are my books. A few other things. I got these two items not to use for their intended purpose of like holding a paper plate, but I saw some cool crafts using these. And at the bins, they were probably, gosh, pennies. I mean, they're just really lightweight. So I got two of those. Okay. And then I got this for the shop. What's in it? What did I? Okay, well, let me show you this. I thought this was cool. It has its tag on it still, but I don't know if you've ever bought baguette, which I have, and they're really long, like really long things of bread. And they put it in a paper bag, and it usually sticks out the top. But this is made to be like a reusable one. So I thought that was kind of cool. And there's definitely bakeries around that you can buy baguette at. So I thought, that might be a good gift that someone would get for someone, especially since it's new. And I seem to have stuck something. Oh yeah, I remember. I stuck some things in here. Okay. Okay. All right. I got this for Chris's comic book room because we do a bit with Star Wars. That's from the newer movies. And I got these for the shop. They're from like the early 2000s, I think is the year on them. Some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've sold lots of kid stuff in my booth for some reason. Okay, you know, whatever works. If I'm keeping it from the landfill, then yay. Okay, and then I did get this for just a Halloween display. Kind of creepy. I'm sure it's a character from something, but I don't watch creepy movies, so I don't even know what it's from. Can't read the bottom. No, I definitely can't read it. So anyway, I just threw it on the floor. Well, you get the idea. That'll be going into my Halloween displays. Okay, and then I did just pick up a few of the Christmas cards. So I thought these would be really pretty framed. I got that one. But I mean, if you picture like, not this frame, but something like, you know, it's great for like a tiered tray or just the back of a vignette. Very cute, very cute. So I got that one. That one I'm keeping. I'm also keeping this one for the same purpose. So that would be pretty framed up in a little frame. And then I got this one just because I liked it. Might use that in a craft. And what else? And this will go to the shop. To a special couple. A lot of people like vintage cards, so this is just a card for a couple. I have a box on my shelves at the shop where I have some older cards. I sell for like 50 cents. Okay, so let's go ahead. Two things are going to be in place. I will insert footage of those. Oh, this is one last thing for the shop. And then I think, yeah, so I got this for the shop. I don't do a ton with milk glass, but this one has some hand painting on it, which I thought was kind of neat and different. Ooh. The glare is being terrible right now. Oh, I got it for a second. There we go. But you can see it has little blue, oh, there we go. It has little blue flowers on it. So that might be interesting for someone. I'll put that at the shop. Okay, and then I did get the jug. I love this thing. And I will show this to you in place. Oh, I'm so excited about it. And actually, where I'm going to show it to you, it might not stay there because I'm actually working on a vignette down at the bottom of my stairs. I haven't changed that decor from summer to fall yet. So I think that's where this is probably going to go. But I'll show you where it's going to go for now until I get that done because I'm a little behind on all my projects. Okay, so there's the third jug. I actually really like it. So I might leave it there. I stuck some dried florals into two of them. The other one has a cork. I really like the way they all look together. So I think I'm gonna leave that and I'll have to figure something else out for the bottom of my steps. Okay, and then I also got this. I love the colors on this, and it says copyright, it says bless this house, and it's a prayer, and it's copyright 1927 and 1932 by Boozy and Company. So this is gonna go on my wall with I have a floral art wall going down my stairs. I'll show it to you. I'll insert footage here. Okay, and here's where I put the little plaque with the bless this house prayer here on my floral art wall. This goes down, or downstairs. That's actually the area that I need to redecorate. You can see I just stuck one thing there, but I need to decorate that for fall. But I thought this would look really cute here, and it does. So quite pleased with that. Okay, and that's all that I have for you this week. I hope this was enjoyable. Always a mishmash when I go to the bins. I know it's kind of random. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I enjoy it. And yeah, because you just don't know what you're going to find on any given day. So hope this was enjoyable. Have a great week, and I'll see you on Friday, I believe, with another thrifting video. Until then, take care. Bye.